What's up? So I got this match with this ZU team that I just made, and I was trying to use a lot of the A plus ranks. So if you want my secret to team building in any tier, you just go to the viability rankings and pick one, at least one of your favorite S mons. And right now, I don't think there are any mons or Pokemon in ZU ranked S. Komala was last ranked S. I think Evire was at one point, maybe even Swanna at one point. Anyways. I'm going to lead off with Crustle. I'm making Crustle my dedicated lead for this team. So, yeah, because he is Spikes, but he's also Shell Smash. So, it's pretty cool. So, he either wants to get up as many layers as Spikes or just try to hit as hard as he can, knock out some few things. So, that's what I'm going to lead with. Let's get right into this. Oh, snap. Hang on. Let me turn this music off. Okay, so he leads out with Float Cell. And so I'm thinking here. I'm like, okay, I want to shell smash. But then I think, what is he going to do? He's definitely not going to switch out. He has the type advantage. So he's either going to special attack me, right? So if he's a special attacker, he's going to get me down to my sturdy. But he could taunt me. He could bulk up. He could, but what I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking of a bulk up set. For some reason, I was thinking he could waterfall or liquidation, and then he could go for aqua jet. So that's the reason why I don't want to shell smash, because if he hits me down to sturdy and then I have shell smash up, he can just aqua jet, and then that would be a huge fail. So what I'm gonna do instead is just click my Z move, since I didn't wanna I didn't want to set up a layer of spikes, so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to try to kill this guy. So he goes for the taunt. Luckily, not any of the things I was expecting. I wasn't really expecting a taunt, to be honest with you. I was expecting an attack and to get down to my sturdy. But either way, that's awesome. I'm going to switch out to Probo to take the Will-O-Wisp and get my rocks up for the Crustle, mainly to break that sturdy slash sash and just to have the hazards up, you know. He misses the leech seed, which sucks, but it's not a big deal, really. I'm going to Toxic him, and now I'm going to Volt Switch, and he predicts that very, very nicely and goes into his Electivire. And at this point, right now, I'm like, oh, shit. If this is Life Orb, which is the most standard set, I think, other than Scarf, or even Extra Rebel, he could sweep my team cleanly right now. Look, he has Earthquake or Cross Chop. Well, I didn't think about Crustle, but Flamethrower, Cross Chop, any electric move. But then Crustle, I didn't even think about Crustle, and he still has his sturdy. Spoiler, I didn't think about that. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to leave Probo in to die. That's fine if Probo dies. And so now I was thinking I should have gone into Crustle. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this little fun trick here. So Swanna is commonly scarfed. Very commonly scarfed. So I'm going to go into Swanna, and then he's going to go for an electric move. And so I'm going to switch out to Electivire. And I had no idea what he was going to click. I really just thought he was going to go for the electric move. Maybe even switch out thinking that Swanna could be Scarfed and maybe it would kill him. But then again, Scarfed Swanna can't really touch Electivire, so this was probably looked weird to him. What would you do as Ravenden? Or whatever his name is. Rav3 Enden. Anyways, what would you do as him? I just think it's crazy what he did. I went into Electivire to try and get the speed boost and then 50-50 it, but he just straight earthquakes like versus Swanna. That's just crazy to me. And then a spectator said, go into Crustle with sturdy, and I'm like, oh yeah, thanks spectator. So I'm going to go into Crustle, and then I'm actually going to click Shell Smash, knowing he can't OHKO me, because I have the sturdy. He's probably going to go into Gourgeist, and yeah, I'm going to shut up the Shell Smash, and he could go for the foul play. But that's okay with me. As long as I get a strong hit off, I'm going to be alright. I go for the Stone Edge, and surprisingly, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm like, okay, I could kill you Stone Edge if I wanted to. But I'm going to click Earthquake just because I thought it would kill, but only does 9%. He's able to synthesis. And I'm like, okay, I may as well go for some spikes before he goes for the foul play and takes me out. Interestingly, that he foul plays there instead of the first time. He would have been a lot higher health. Now I'm going to be able to sub. He goes to the Leech Seed, and yeah, I got the free sub up because of that, so that's awesome. He goes into Electivire. I'm faster. I'm like, that was a stupid switch in, but he lives with 1%. Swanna's so weak. And he kills himself, so he gets to break my sub and go down, so that's honestly good for him. He goes into Mime. I'm not sure if it's Scarf or Specs, but the way he switches it in doesn't make me comfortable. I go into AV Komala, and he goes to the Psysock. That does over half. I'm like, okay. Wait, I just choice Scarf, so I didn't even see that when I was playing that it was Scarfed. So I didn't even look at that for some reason, but I knew I could just kind of figured he was. But I'm gonna go Will-O-Wisp. I know he's gonna switch out and get one of the two physical attackers. Will-O-Wisp first, then Leech Seed. Now since he's seeded, I'm gonna switch out to Komala to hopefully get some of this Leech Seed recovery back. It was kind of a risky switch because pretty much any attack would have killed, I feel like, but yeah, I'm gonna rapid spin, and actually no, he's burned, so not every attack would have killed. I just realized that. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. But yeah, I'm gonna return. Just try to kill him at this point, and I go for rapid spin. If I were him, I would have kept setting up rocks or spikes or whatever. But yeah, he doesn't do that at all. He just tries to get the most damage with rock blast. And yeah, so he's gonna not be able to take me out with Mr. Mime, so that's kind of a fail. He goes in a Pawniard. I'm like, okay, I know he's probably gonna set up the Sword Stance to try and win the game, so I'm just gonna knock him off. And now I'm gonna go into Swanna, and since I already showed him the sub, I'm just gonna click the. I know he's not gonna go for the Sucker Punch. Why would he risk the Sucker Punch when I can just set up the sub? At least that's what I thought. Since he freaking predicted me to switch back into Electivire, he's gonna predict me to go for the sub because that's what I wanted to go for naturally. So I forced myself to get out of my comfort zone and go for the Scald, knowing he just logically shouldn't Sucker Punch. So yeah, that was that game. It was the first match with this team. It worked out pretty well. I mean, I won without using Electivire once, except to switch into and die. So I mean, it must be a decent team. Actually, that's not a good conclusion at all. But I hope you enjoyed watching this.